I saw a painting that inspired me. It was a watercolor, and it had flowers coming up off of a branch. So I'm going to attempt to do something similar to that in a pour, and we're going to blow out the flowers. We're going to do different things here. We, meaning you and me. So I've got some blues for the sky, and I'm not quite sure if I'm going to use all of those blues, but I wanted a variation. I'm going to put the blues up here. Is this level? Why is it moving? Just make sure your canvas is level. Okay, that's level, because you don't want things moving around afterwards. And for the flowers, I have these colors. This is Deco Art Ready to Pour. This is Artist Loft Ready to Pour. So I've got red, yellow, peach, or actually it's coral, and a pink. And for the branches, I'm just going to use copper and gold for the branches. I might throw some brown in there. I don't know. I haven't decided, made major decisions yet. So I want to start with the sky colors. Let's see. I'm going to start with pouring some white along all the edges, because when I blow out, actually this is too thick. So I'm going to thin this out because I want it thinner than the rest. So I'm just going to put it in a cup and put some water in there. Because for a Dutch pour, I think it's a little too thick, and you want your base a little thinner than the rest. I'm going to try to do this quickly, or I'll have to hit pause. I think I can even go thinner. Okay, I don't know if I have enough paint in this cup. I might have to do this again. So I'm just going to go around the edges here of the entire canvas. There we go. I did have enough paint. I've got a few drops left. There we go. Now for the sky colors. So this is the Artist Loft. What is this? It is turquoise. Do I want to go this way? Yeah, since it's the sky, we'll just do that. And let's add a little more color to the sky. If I can get this open. This is a blue neon, Deco Art blue neon that I mixed. And this is a morning blue. It's Anitas, and it's a lot lighter, so we have some contrast in the sky. Okay, so that's good for that. And now I want to do the flowers. I'm going to do this last, probably after this dries for an hour, so I will be having to come back. Just going to puddle pour these. And let's put some white around there. Again, I should probably thin this out. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. It's just in my head. Get these paints out of the way because I'm going to be blowing here in a minute. So now I take a hair dryer. I think for these bottoms, I want a little less blow, so I'm going to use my mini blower. Well, I'm rather liking that. I don't like the blue dots coming up in here. Let me see if I can get rid of that. All right. Seeing some air bubbles. Let's just deal with that. And now I'm going to take a straw and do a few more blows here. I don't know if they look like flowers, but they're awfully pretty. Boy, these cells forming over here, well, it is interesting. I think I'll leave that alone. So we're going to let this dry for like a good hour, maybe longer, before I pour the branches, because I do not want the branches running into this blue or the flower. All right, I better leave it alone. All right, here we go. The bottom blue part is a little bit dull, but that's okay. We're going to put branches there anyway, but look at what's happened there. I mean, the blue has formed cells, and especially there. There's no silicone in any of this. I'm not liking the fact that it's coming through on my flower bursts. So I may have to do some touch-ups on that. But the flowers, they're pretty cool. So let's see what happens when this dries. I couldn't help myself. I ended up blowing out a little bit more out there. and I added a few of these flowers, but it's so fluid that every second it's just disappearing, the stuff that I did. I might do some balloon presses in there to fill in some of the areas that just didn't work out. But I like the top now. It's so fluid. I don't know if it's going to continue doing that. But the blue here was just running into the flowers. Wasn't looking real good. So I ended up playing with it off camera. But this is what we have so far. On a side note, the drippings have created quite a nice design. These are the drippings. I just moved the painting over to the side because what I wanted to do is dip these cabochons in the paint while it was wet, because then I don't have to actually cut out the skins. I have to clean these up, but I did, I have to clean up the top part, but these are the dried ones from another pour, and I just got them in here to clean up and make some necklaces with. All right, here it is the next day, and this is the way it looks. And the reason I didn't come back in an hour is because I left the house and didn't want to record without natural light. So it is a little bit wet still, this blue part, but and some of the flowers up here. I might do a balloon smash, but first let's get the branches in there and let's see what it looks like. So we're basically going to what they call embellish this with branches, and it has to be very thin, obviously, so you need these kind of bottles to pour out and control where the branches are going to, the way the branches are going to be. So I'm first pouring the brown. This is just brown. And I'm basically painting, but without a brush at this point. And I'm thinking I might even swipe this with a brush. So you just have to figure out where and how you want the branches, following that blue line there. I'm actually going to drip this down the canvas on this side. Can't see what I just did, but it's dripping down there. And let's do one branch going up into the flower. I want to keep it simple. To add a little contrast to that, I'm going to add this gold. It's a spun gold from Deco Art. Now, I don't know if this is cheating by using a paintbrush to swipe this, but when you want something very thin, I do this when I do hair pours. I just, like if I want bangs, I just brush it up and out so that these two colors mix. Alright, I'm wondering if I wanted something going up that way. I'm going to leave that be. By the way, I found this at the dollar store. It's one of these things for the kids, so, you know, if it tilts over, it doesn't spill all over everywhere. It's kind of a cool thing. All right, so now I'm thinking I will add a few balloon smashes. But instead of pouring on the canvas, I'm going to pour on the parchment paper. Let's see, you'll see it better if I do it over here. And then dip the balloon in. And I'm only going to try one because I don't want to mess up this painting. I rather like it the way it is. But I want to play with this a little bit more. This is where you should be telling me to stop. But hey, take my little balloon and I'm just going to dip it into, smash it into the paint. And now it's on the bottom. And I forgot to get a paper towel, but okay. This is the area that I really wanted. Maybe I'll do it down here. Overdo it because I don't want it to be like a busy mess, but I'm thinking in here. I want to wipe off the bottom of this balloon. I want to redo that one there real quick. As quick as I can go. Let's do the sequence again. Pink, coral, red, because that looks cool. Not too much, just enough. Smush, lift, not enough red. Smush it again. Want red in there. Huh, how come I'm not getting red? I'll put it on the balloon and smush it. That's a test. Perfect! Sorry, I get excited sometimes. Oh yeah. Okay, this is where I could overdo it. And I think I will leave this alone. Let's do a close-up. Here's the finished piece with the balloon smashes, and I really like how these branches have made, how this branch has made it look overall. And I might wait for the branch to completely dry and overlap a couple more balloon smashes, but I'm going to look at it and decide after it dries. So I hope you enjoyed watching. If you like watching the things that I do and present to you, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll be back.